Right, hello, I'm back doing a video because I've got nothing else to do. Here we go. So, today, I'm going to go through the whole Norwich squad, except from Cordova, who I don't even think's been announced yet, but he's going to be signing, so I'll just leave it there. Went through the Norwich squad, taking out all the players who are leaving. Got a few under 21s on here. Well, that's what the squad said. They were in Abo, Brad Hills, and Finley Welch. After that, we'll go on to the first team, and then finish it off with the three best players. So I'm going to have Sarah, Josh Sargent, Jonathan Rowe, all at the end, because that's like it's a bigger debate than the rest of the team. I feel like the rest of the team I've already made my opinions on, but these three I'm just not sure yet. Right, starting off with the under 21s, Kenabo. He was so good in the under 21s last season. He was underused by David Wagner. So hopefully Johannes Hofforup, bringing through young talent, he will use Kenabo. His Johannes Hofforup side had the lowest average squad age last season. So Kenabo, definite keep this season. I don't see why we shouldn't. So I would keep Kenabo. Moving on, Brad Hills. Again, keep. He was so good at Accrington Stanley last season. I think he was like one of the best players. I can't remember all the stats, but I remember the stats being so good. Brad Hills, keep this season. I feel like he would slot straight into that into the side. And then we move on to the last under 21 here on the list, Finley Welch. Watching Finley Welch last season, he didn't really look ready for the first team. I would say Finley Welch loan. I think he's got good potential. He showed that in the under 21s last season. And so Finley Welch loan. So Abo keep, Brad Hills keep, Finley Welch send them out on loan. Right, now we're starting off the first team. Starting off goalkeeper George Long, get him out. If Angus Gunn gets injured again, we need someone way stronger than that. He was so poor when Angus Gunn got injured. He let in quite a few goals. So I think 2 against Cardiff. I can't remember how many he let in now, but I remember there being too many. And we have to get a stronger backup keeper in soon. Hopefully we get a stronger backup keeper in. Let's move on to Angus Gunn. Angus Gunn, definite keep. He has kept us in so many games this season. I feel like we can't afford to lose him. If not, I don't really know what else we'd do. Yeah, so Angus Gunn I'm keeping. And then that leaves us off with one goalkeeper left. That's Vicente Reyes. Not really know much about Reyes to keep hold of him. So I'm going to send him out on loan. I'm pretty sure he had a loan spell this season. I can't remember where he went, but he did have a loan spell. Not sure how it went, but I feel like the best thing for him is to loan him out again. Moving on to the defenders. Jack Stacey. Jack Stacey, I definitely keep. He was so good, vital part last season. Only bad thing about his game is his crossing ability. We lost out on so many goals with his crossing ability. I feel like if he had good crossing, we could have had a lot more goals scored last season. So Jack Stacey is a keep. Grant Hanley, he's had an unlucky season, injured for the majority of it, but I feel like he's a club leader. If we could keep hold if we could keep fit, keep him. I feel like this season will be his last straw though. So if we can't keep fit, we'll get rid of him next season. But hopefully he can keep fit because he's a very good player. So I'll keep Grant Hanley. Shane Duffy. I've seen Milk turn quicker than him. He is so bad. He is awful. I feel like I'm being a bit harsh, but it's just like we have to get rid of him. He's crashing cars into lampposts. Yeah, it's not a good look on our behalf for Norwich, keeping a player like Shane Duffy who has done that. He was so poor against Leeds. Don't really know why I turned it off. He's just really bad. I just don't want him in the squad. Get rid of him, Shane Duffy. Let's go to Kellen Fisher. Kellen Fisher is a young player. I feel like he's got loads of room for growth, but I feel like he's just not there yet. But I don't think I had the squad depth to loan him out. So Kellen Fisher, I feel like we'll keep, but because we don't have the squad depth to loan him out. Jonathan Tomkinson, I hear that he's good. I don't really watch the under-21, so the under-21. I don't think anyone really watches the under-21s. I hear that Jonathan Tomkinson's good, but I'm not sure. He went out on loan to Bradford, League Two side. I can say the same about Brad Hills. I'm being at Accrington Stanley, so I feel like Jonathan Tomkinson could do with a loan move to League One. So we'll loan out Jonathan Tomkinson. Jaden Warner. As we're trying to bring through the young talent, I'll keep Jaden Warner. I feel like he had a good, alright spell when he was playing for us. Went out on loan to Notts County. Don't really know how he got on there, but Jaden Warner I would keep. And that's it for the defenders. Let's move on to the midfielders. Right, starting off, Borja Sainz. Keep Borja Sainz. So good. I feel like he is... Right. We're going to have to sell at least one of Sarah, Sargent and Rowe. Borja Sainz, we have to keep him because he's like a massive player. He brings the ball forward. I feel like in the playoff game against Leeds, which I didn't go to unfortunately, he was... I watched it on telly. I thought he was one of the best players. He brought the ball forward. He's the best attacking threat in that game. And then we dropped him against Leeds away, which was a really poor decision. Don't know if it was like an injury or anything. Very poor decision from Wagner. And that was enough to get him sacked probably. So Borja Sainz, definite keep. Liam Gibbs, good player. I think he's too good to go out on loan. So, to keep him, have him around the squad. He's a good player to have, Liam Gibbs. But I will say that I just don't see him starting that many games this season. He's just not there yet. He's a good bench player. And so, keep Liam Gibbs from Ipswich. I love saying that because he used to play for Ipswich and he left him now. It's really funny. Fastnacht, I'm not impressed by Fastnacht at all. I feel like it might be his speed letting him down. So Fastnacht is a sell. Not the best player to have around the squad. Jakob Sorensen, keep. Really good. He sorts into the centre-back role. He can play in midfield. It's good to have... He's played in left-back before. He played really well there. It's good to have someone like Jakob Sorensen in the squad. So, we'll keep Sorensen. Kenny McLean, definite keep. My only worry is that Johannes Hofborup said about bringing in young players. I'm not sure if that means he might drop McLean. I hope he doesn't. McLean's been very impressive. Weren't impressed during the Daniel Farker reign, but when Dean Smith came in and David Wagner came in, he seemed to get better. So Kenny McLean, keep on our hand as I'm going to go from my heart. I'm going to say keep, but does he really have a space in the squad? I'm not sure. I really love Onel. He loves the club, but I don't really see his time lasting very long. But we'll say keep for now. Marcelino Nunez, quality player, keep. Because of Gabriel Sara, I feel like Marcelino Nunez's ability has gone under the radar. He's a very good player, and if we do end up selling Sara, it's good that we have Nunez. Like, similar player, just a little bit less in quality. He had a tough season last season. David Wagner brought him back into the squad. I feel like he improved. Marcelino Nunez, yep, keep, definitely. Tony Springer, I'm going to loan. I still don't really see too much in him, Tony Springer. So that means that I feel like he can get better. David Wagner definitely saw something in him last season if he did keep on bringing him on. So Tony Springer, we keep. Ashley Barnes, keep. Definite keep. Ashley Barnes, he's not the best player to go up front, but in the number 10, behind Josh Sargent, he's been creating so much for Sargent. He holds up the ball perfectly. I feel like it was the goal against Coventry, before Sainz' goal. He held the ball, passed it into Sainz, smashed it into the back of the net. So Ashley Barnes is to keep. Abu Kamara, he was so impressive for Portsmouth last season. Keep Abu Kamara. Don't do what we did with Ballymumba, who had a standout season in League One, and just sell him. He was so good, Ballymumba. I don't want the same thing to happen to Abu Kamara. So Abu Kamara, keep. He's very impressive, a vital part of Portsmouth's title win. Adam Ida, it ain't really worked out for him at Norwich, so we'll sell him. He had a good spell on loan at Celtic, so hopefully it works out somewhere else. I do like Ida. He's a good player. He was came in with some vital goals. Bristol away, the one I remember going there. Scored last minute. Hull on the first game of the season scored last minute there. It's quite controversial, that one, but he did still score. But I don't think it's going to work out with Norwich, so sell Adam Ida. Right, leaves us to the final three players. Save to the last, arguably the best players we have: Gabriel Sara, Josh Sargent, and Jonathan Rowe. Gabriel Sara, to start off with, he is just so good. I don't know where Norwich would be without him. And I feel like, I don't know. I'm really not sure about this decision, because we have to sell one of these players, and I don't know who it's going to be. Gabriel Sara, definitely, probably I think our best player. Josh Sargent got injured against Huddersfield in the 4-0 win away, and it all seemed to go downhill when he got injured. And when he came back, we got back to better form. We were playing well, playing good football. And Jonathan Rowe, constantly throughout the season, has been so good. In the playoff matches, he didn't look up for it. Don't know if that's his injury still, or that he just wasn't, or his ability in those matches, but he just didn't look up for it. I don't really know what it was. I'm going to say we keep Sara. Sara, I've heard, loves the area, be happy to stay. He said it many times before that his main goal is to get to the Prem with Norwich. Not really sure how true that is. Footballers say anything. Emi Buendia is one of them. Um, Josh Sargent, I just don't. I didn't. Our form wasn't good when we had him. When we didn't have him. And Jonathan Rowe sort of going downhill. Apparently, Wolves are interested in Rowe. Leeds are interested in Josh Sargent. I don't hear much rumours being thrown about around Gabriel Sara. Obviously, last season there was no rumours of West Ham being interested. Roma, I think, are interested in Sara. I don't know if it might be him or Johnny Rowe, but Leeds, I just can't see Sargent wanting to leave. Rowe, he seems like he just loves the fans. It's a really tough decision because what you hear from these three players is that they just love the club. Um, I'm gonna say we keep Josh Sargent just because I feel like the reason why we didn't do very well was because of Josh Sargent not being fit, being injured. So we keep Sargent and sell Johnny Rowe. That's what I'm gonna say. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you so much for watching this. If you watched till the end, I don't really know what you're doing because it's not too great. Let's be honest. But thank you for watching, and see you the next video I do, whenever that may be. Don't really know when.